And I keep hearing people claim that the remake is better, which is a tall claim, man, because the original is very much a horror masterpiece, right? The original Dead Space is very much a horror masterpiece. And to be better than that, that is a very, very tall claim. I don't know if it is. I honestly don't know if it is, but the originals, yeah. Obviously, I did a playthrough of it on YouTube, and I did a review of it. You guys can go see my thoughts on it and see that, yeah, even playing the console version, it looks good, it runs well, it holds up very, very well, and I'm very impressed. It was extremely fun just to revisit. Let's go get that tower. Yeah. Pagan's Wrath have arrived. There's more of the convoy running around. I don't remember if I chased them down or not. But I want to get the Dead Space remake. When I upgrade Scarlet Candy's computer, or when I build his computer, that will be after we upgrade my dad's home theater PC. And my dad bought a new motherboard, new RAM, and he's going to buy a new motherboard, new RAM, a water cooler for the CPU, and a AMD Ryzen 9 5900X CPU to upgrade it. And this is a home theater PC, so it doesn't need something super nice. He just wants something that can display 4K. So he's going to pair that up with with the graphics card that's currently in it, really, which is a 1050 Ti. Which, if you were gaming, that would be a bit of a problem because that creates a bottleneck, right? But he's not really doing that with it. He just wants it to do 4K very well, so he's upgrading it. And he's not pairing that with the 5900X. What he told me the other day that he's going to do is he's going to give me the motherboard and the 5900X and take my 3800X, Ryzen 7 3800X, and my motherboard, and give me the 5900X. So I'm upgrading to a new motherboard, 5900X processor, 12 gig, 24 thread. I am excited about that. And he's taken my current processor and motherboard and using that for his home theater PC. Now, that doesn't fix my graphics card. I still have a 1660 Ti, which, yes, also creates a bottleneck. But there's nothing I can do about that for now. I want a 3070. That is the graphics card that I really want. And then the parts that he is that he doesn't need anymore are an AMD FX 8300 with 24 gig of RAM. And that is what I'm going to use as the base to build Scarlet Candy a PC. It won't do heavy-duty gaming, because that processor is old. It's not going to do heavy-duty gaming. But I did get a decently capable gaming GPU for him. I told him, the only thing I need you to pay for is the GPU, and I can take care of the rest. So the GPU that he's going to get is a 1660 Super, which is more than enough when paired with an FX 8300 and 24 gig of RAM, and that'll basically run any game you can throw at it from about 2016 and earlier, or close to it. And for most of them, there's enough RAM and more than enough graphical power to just kick the thunder out of any game from that time period. Any PC game from that time period. So it will be that. But I told him, because he edits video sometimes, and he was doing his video editing on his cell phone, and I was like, bro, no, we're not doing that, okay? Well, I'll get you something, I'll get you a decent little editing machine, and I will install editing software on it for you to work with. And that's what it's going to primarily be used for, I think. But I'm also going to stick my Elgato 1080-60 Pro capture device in it, because I don't need that anymore. I've got a 4K 60, I don't need that anymore. So he will be able to stream from his PC, record gameplay from his PC, things like that. Should be just fine for all of that. Run bots, anything like that. Like, just plug your Xbox One, because he currently streams from his Xbox One. So just plug your Xbox One into the PC, and plug the PC into a second monitor or a third monitor, whatever kind of setup you've got. I have 3 monitors. A 3-monitor setup for gaming, streaming from my consoles. Get going with that. And that should allow him to run, like, if he wants to run a chat bot on his PC, like I have the Streamlabs chat bot that I run when I do my streams, then that will work just fine on that. But I'm going to install a editing program called OpenShot that I have personally used when editing in the past. It was originally built for open source for Linux, but there's a PC build, and I'm going to install that on it. And Scarlett, if you happen to be watching this, dude, if you happen to be watching this, then you can find anything that you want to do with OpenShot on tutorials on YouTube. There's all kinds of tutorials on YouTube you can watch to learn how to do anything with it. I just hope that you have a wired network. You can plug it into a wired network. Otherwise, it could be a problem because, yeah, I don't have a wireless card to put in it. Can't help you out that, but it'll be a decent little machine for anything he needs it for. And I'm looking forward to upgrading my PC as well. That will be awesome to have way more power behind my with my processor to go with my 60 frame to go with my 64 gig of RAM, which is like I do a lot of high resolution rendering at like 1440p, so that's a big help with that. You know, helps to render at 1440p when you've got plenty of RAM. Plenty of RAM.
That's me, the voice of Radio Free Kira, Rabbi Rana. Look, you fight with your brawn, but I fight with my words. And you know the old saying, the pen is mightier than the sword. I mean, after all, I'm like the Rush Limbaugh, but with a soul and a conscience. Besides, the more you turn away from Pagan, the less people you have to fight. Can't argue with that. Still, there's only so much I can do from here. I spread the truth, and
So we're almost out of football to watch. We only have one game left, that being the Super Bowl, and it's the two number one seeds in the Super Bowl. The
Come on, man. That's why I had this radio show. You have the broad shoulders and biceps to take down evil.
why the fuck did it just start echoing? God in heaven, I hope that goes away. God in heaven, I hope that goes away because that is obnoxious and annoying. What on earth did I do to cause that? Whatever.
You want me to put it out of commission? Hearts and minds, hearts and minds.
I am really excited about that new processor. Even if it creates a bottleneck, which it will create a bottleneck with my CPU. But yeah. So the only sport we're going to have two major sports going on: basketball, I guess, which I'm really not into, and hockey. And I love me some hockey. Go Stars! Stars have actually been pretty good this year. That, like, going into the All-Star break, they had a few. Why does that box keep shaking? What's up with that box? Going into the All-Star break, they had a few overtime losses.
Hey, we are back. You are tuned into Radio Freaky Rod. We've had some questions from our loyal listeners. This is coming from...
Boy, that is annoying. I hope that doesn't persist. But yeah, Star Sharks doing pretty good this year. I don't know if they're in first place anymore because they lost a few games. All of them were in overtime, but they still lost a few games. And you get 1 point for losing a game in overtime or in a shootout. And losing a few games in a row in overtime isn't exactly... Like, it could be worse. It could be just straight up losses instead of overtime losses where you don't get anything for it, but still not great. But they've been having a good year overall, and typical first year Peter DeBoer, right? Like, he seems always very, very good in his first year, and then after that, it's like, what the fuck happened? I don't know what the fuck happened. Why is the audio echoey all of a sudden? Very, very weird. Like, maybe you guys won't be able to hear that in the final video. I hope not, because it's annoying to listen to. But yeah, go Stars. Probably going to wind up in the playoffs this year, which, exciting, you know. They're playing better, tighter hockey overall than they were under Rick Bowness. Like, Rick Bowness, when we got to the playoffs, it was because the goaltender played his ass off more often than not. And nothing else. I think here I'm headed to the last mission that I did, and I was going to do... I remember that I was going to do like 2 missions. I was going to double back to that tower that I had highlighted. But then this mission took me so fucking long to do that I decided, fuck it, I'm not going to do that, if I remember right. And I recorded an hour and 55 minutes. I have over 500 hours streamed on Twitch by this point. And my next Twitch game is going to be... and I probably already started it by the time this uploads, but Half-Life 2 Episode 2, which I'm looking forward to playing through on Twitch again, because Half-Life 2 Episode 2 is awesome. I am going to go back and do Half-Life 1 again, and because I want to, because I want to go back and replay through some of the games that I did, before I started recording gameplay, which means Half-Life 1, Half-Life Blue Shift, and Half-Life Opposing Force. which I'm looking forward to playing through those again as well, because Blue Shift and Opposing Force were both great little expansions that are a hell of a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to them. Nope, Echo's still going on. What the fuck? How the fuck did I miss that? That was weird. And I died. But yeah, I want to go back to do that again, because I'll have Half-Life 2 and episodes 1 and 2 uploaded to my art stream archive channel, which is just the Doom Dog Archive. You can go follow me there if you want to see archives of my streams, since I started archiving them. And I don't archive every single one. If I record it for this YouTube channel, the Doom Dog, then I won't archive it. Otherwise, I will. Here, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck this propaganda poster is. I think I eventually did find it. But if I'm just recording it on Twitch to record, if I'm just playing it on Twitch just to have fun playing it on Twitch, I will download the VOD and I will upload it to the archive. If you guys are interested in checking that out, which I've been doing that for a little while. There's plenty of content over there. There's hours and hours of me playing video games over there. And there's going to be more and more and more hours and hours. Like, there's a full the last game I finished, there's a full playthrough of Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Batman, Arkham Asylum, Halo Reach, Halo 1. There's a bunch of stuff uploaded over there for you guys to check out. Full playthroughs. There's a full playthrough of Resident Evil 3, the remake of it. And, what the fuck is that other... What the fuck is the other horror game that I played during October? Condemned to Bloodshot. I did that one over on the other channel if you guys are interested. And I didn't like that as much as Condemned 1. And Condemned 1 I had problems with because I didn't think the blocking worked all that well. They both have things about it that just kind of annoy me. Oh, thank God I didn't die there, right? Yeah, the sound is echoey as shit, and I have zero fucking clue why. It's obnoxious and annoying to listen to, and I hope it's not... hope it's either downplayed or barely audible in the final video or whatever when you guys are watching it, because I'm sitting here and listening to that and it's fucking annoying. I'm watching it and listening to it while I commentate. That's how I do this. And like I said, I think my audio commentary for solo Let's Plays is better when I do it this way. When I'm doing on Twitch, if I got a chat that I can chat with, then that's fun too. But I don't always. I think it's better when I've got someone to talk. Twitch is more fun when you have an audience in general. When you've got people in chat talking to you and shit. That is when it's really a hell of a lot of fun. Did I just give up here? I thought I found it. Maybe I just gave up. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I hope you guys have been enjoying these episodes of Let's Play Far Cry 4. And I hope you enjoyed the Oblivion episodes too. That was a lot of fun. That Oblivion is fun. I don't like it as much as I like Morrowind. But Morrowind's the fucking goat, man. Sometimes I think I like a Skyrim better. The combat feels better in Skyrim. I like the atmosphere more, and I like the art design in the world more. So I kind of dig the sense of exploration more. And I know, as far as RPG mechanics and whatnot go, Oblivion is better. I get that. But I don't know. I guess I have more fun playing Skyrim than I do Oblivion. Not that I necessarily don't enjoy Oblivion, but just straight up, the combat feels so much better in Skyrim than it ever did in Oblivion and Morrowind. When you swing your weapon, in both Morrowind and Oblivion, when you swing your weapon, it just feels off, man. Like, it doesn't feel like it's got real weight behind it, the swing. It doesn't feel like you're, like, really, like, smacking the enemy good with your weapons, with the swing, things like that. Like, it just feels off. And Skyrim is the first time in the entire Elder Scrolls franchise where they got that right. So, you could disagree all you want, but I think the combat is best in Skyrim. Now, it's not amazing. It's still pretty simple. But swinging your weapons just feels so much more solid in Skyrim than any previous Elder Scrolls game. And I just enjoy... The combat is more enjoyable as a result, you know? But that doesn't take anything away. Like, Oblivion has some very interesting, very cool quest lines and dungeons and a cool world to explore with a wonderful soundtrack, and they all have wonderful soundtracks. Morrowind's got a wonderful soundtrack too. Morrowind's soundtrack is like subdued and sublime and like relaxing. I swear to God, Jeremy Soul's a fucking genius. Look up the list of games that he has done over the decades, because the very first one he did, the very first video game he did was actually a Square Soft game that he scored. Yes, this is the mission that took me like half an hour to beat. So the rest of this video is just going to be me trying to beat this fucking mission. Because I just kept failing at this mission over and over and over again. And it has a lot of that, like, I didn't always get this far, but a lot of it has to do with these heavily armored guys that came in with, like, miniguns. And, like, I'm there with a shotgun that doesn't really pierce their armor, you know? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck, man. I don't even remember how I fucking killed the last one, because there was one that was still alive and wandering around, and then I guess something that was on fire blew up or something, and he dropped dead, and then it was like mission complete, and I was like, but I didn't kill him. But I didn't kill it, and I had no fucking clue how I even finished the mission when I did. But yeah, this took me 30 minutes of trying it over and over again. Maybe I'm just bad at this game. Boy, that shotgun sounds good. I love how that shotgun sounds. I don't know about y'all, but I love how that shotgun sounds. It's a lot easier to blow all this shit up when they're all dead. And they killed me. There's death number 1. I'm probably going to go to Half Price Books after I record this, and I'm going to... Probably gonna head to Half Price Books here pretty soon after I finish recording this. I'll edit it later and probably listen to Pantera Live 101 Proof. I got that on vinyl for Christmas, and I haven't recorded it yet, so I'll probably do that and edit this later on. That'll be fun. And I can get you guys some brand new episodes of Let's Play Far Cry 4. I hope you guys enjoy these episodes. We're coming up the end of the 3rd episode that I recorded footage for here pretty soon, which means coming up on the end of me having to continuously talk into a mic and do audio commentary for this, because I've been doing this for an hour and a half now, and I kind of want to go do something else at this point. You know how it is. It's easier to do this when you've got someone to chat with. That's one reason that I started streaming with other fellow streamers. That Scarlet Candy is just fun to play games with. We've been like I said, we've been playing through Halo. So if you want to go watch us play through Halo or other things after that, make sure you let me know. Make sure you go follow me on Twitch. There's a link in the description below to my Twitch account. You can follow me there, and I would appreciate it. I'm up to 120 followers as of recording this, which is awesome. It's got my... I don't have any subscribers yet, and I'm not going to sit here and tell people to subscribe. If you want to, you can. But nobody has yet. It is what it is. I didn't start doing Twitch with the idea of making money. I started doing Twitch with the idea of, hey, I can play video games, and I can live stream them and talk to people while I'm playing video games, and that's kind of awesome. Let's do that. And that's really all there is to it. I'm using it to play some games that I haven't done before. That was a very loud explosion right in my ear. Fire does not spread in this game quite like it did in Far Cry 2. The Far Cry 2 fire physics are fucking amazing. And this is going to be a good year for horror. We just got the Dead Space remake, and that's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be very, very good. The Resident Evil 4 remake, which is coming up, and that looks really fucking good as well. We're getting a reboot of the Alone in the Dark franchise that looks excellent. We're getting a remake of System Shock that is probably my most anticipated game of this year. And that finally has a general release date, not an exact release date, but March of this year, and I am so goddamn excited for that. I don't hear much buzz about that, probably because it's just been so long since it was initially announced and the demo came out. It's just taken forever for that game to come out. But Night Dive has done a lot of good work remastering other people's games, and it comes with a remaster of System Shock 2, which should be awesome. I'm actually looking forward to that too, because they do great remasters.